Hi Scorpio, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We're doing your weekly messages for next week, so we'll get straight into it. So Scorpio, wow, that really wanted to come out by the book. I'm going to read it to you, but it is about just doing things by the book. Then, let's see for Scorpio. Ooh, new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Okay, so that probably means that someone new is coming into your life, or if you're already in a relationship, it's just about like things getting really good between the two of you, being balanced. Could be a new romantic cycle with you and a previous person, whatever it is, we'll figure it out. Stag spirit, take the lead. I'm also going to read you that one as well. It's basically about like you needing to maybe go into your masculine energy and take a bit of action. It's actually, that's the one that's on the cover of the book. So let's see, what is that? 58. Okay. So whether or not you have set your intention to lead, you may have found yourself suddenly called to step up to the forefront of your life. Stag spirit is a reminder that now's the time to heed the call to be sure, strong, and compassionate. Others will look to you, and you have it within you to see through the eyes of stag spirit and walk with confidence as you take on the responsibilities that are yours now and model integrity in all the way that you do and in all your relationships. In all that what you do and your relationships. Be willing to see the best in others so that your compassionate heart keeps you on the right path. Stag spirit wants you to know that your responsibilities now are to yourself too. For you are learning and developing new skills. The best in you is coming into view as you step forward with strength, knowing that spirit supports you as you compassionately take the lead. You are a model of transformation now, sharing your experience, strength, and hope with others so that they may grow and discover their best selves too. What a gift you are. Stay humble and authentic and walk your talk, for this is how a wise leader leads. So it's definitely about being a leader versus like someone who's like bossy and telling people what to do and that type of thing. So it could resonate with your work life. Maybe you've recently got a promotion, or maybe you are a manager or something like that, like over other people. Sorry, I just want to sip of tea. So that could be the situation to do with work. Otherwise, maybe you're leading the family in some way, or taking the lead in your own life, or in your spiritual growth, or whatever it is, basically. So let's see, new moon in Libra. So it says give and take could well be the answer to whatever the dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and someone else. A new relationship could be beginning. And if that's the case, the chances are that this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. In anything you do, after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. Reach out to someone and let them know you care. Feel more and think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. Ooh. A legal matter will go your way. And pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. So basically it's just saying like this is a new romantic cycle. So if you're in a relationship, then you guys will be having a great time type of thing, and on the same page and helping each other out. If it is that you're single, you could be meeting someone new very quickly, like around the corner, probably next week. And then if it is like someone from your past, it could be that that's coming back in some way. But if this is not about romance at all, which it most likely would be about romance, but if it's not, like it was saying, like you might need to kind of partner up with someone or do something in pairs. Maybe you need to be made realize that you and your person are on the same team here. And it's about working together in some way. And by the book, that is 11. And we are reading by the book. So it says here, the universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, and the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in the universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting like an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is the time to learn these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. So it's basically just about following the rules, really, and doing things by the book. And then obviously the law of abundance, law of attraction, all of those good things. So if you want to look into them, definitely do. I highly recommend. So let's see. What does the tarot have to say for Scorpio? What's coming in for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know? Okay, and what are the messages for Scorpio? 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Knight of Wands, King of Swords, the Tower, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Bottom of the deck we have the Chariot, Cancerian energy, Queen of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's not many major arcana in your spread, which is basically telling me that it's probably just going to be like nothing super major happening next week. But we have Cancer energy, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, we have again Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, we have Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries energy, and that's all I see so far. So with the bottom of the deck being the Chariot, I was going to say the Cancer, the Chariot, the Queen of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. The Chariot is about overcoming any sort of obstacles. It's about making the moves. It's about taking action, moving forward. Like, don't let anything get in your way, like blasting through those obstacles more than overcoming them. Like you're waiting around for no one. This could be even about travel that's coming up. But either way, you're going to be successful with what you're doing. The Queen of Swords is about someone who is either protecting her heart right now or just using her mind to make decisions rather than her heart. She's looking at something, she's analyzing it, she's getting clear on it, and then she's communicating and taking action type of thing. Queen of Swords is also someone who's very kind of like able to set boundaries in her life. And she can come across maybe as a little bit cold, but it's actually like in a very good way. Like she's loving, but she's also very much like, okay, this is how it should be, so this is what we're doing type of thing. The 5 of Pentacles is also then about feeling like maybe there's not enough money in this situation or having some sort of financial difficulties, but it could also be about maybe you are just feeling like a lack mentality at the moment, feeling maybe victimized in some way, left out in the cold, or maybe you might feel like rejected. So whatever that feeling is, like with the Chariot being there, you've got to blast through it, you've got to overcome that and be successful. And the way to do that is maybe to kind of think more clearly and get clear on a situation, and that will take you forward. So Knight of Wands, again another travel card, is about a person. So this could resonate with you, Scorpio, or it could be someone in your life, but it's a person who's quite energetic, quite fun, like constantly on the move, someone who is like looking for excitement and a good time and all of those good things. They are very driven and stuff, but it's like they don't stick around for too long type of thing, because they're constantly always on to the next thing. So you could be in this energy yourself next week, and then we have or it could be someone that you're dealing with, so just take it how it resonates. We have the Four of Pentacles. So beforehand, it's like you were kind of holding back in some way. Maybe you were holding on to past issues or people from the past, or otherwise you were just kind of holding back your emotions or like your energy in general. It could also be that you were trying to save as well, maybe saving for a holiday or saving for a rainy day or something like that, or a big purchase. The Six of Swords is about, again, movement. So you could be traveling to somewhere where there's a lot of water or something like that, but it is also about like moving from a difficult time into much calmer waters. Could have been financial difficult time, could have been emotionally difficult with that a new romantic cycle begins. Either way, I feel like you are leading the other people into these calmer times or into these happier, fun times, rather than like being so serious and stressed out and all of that stuff. It's about like moving into peace and tranquility and like a break. You know, but also there was a lot of lessons to be learned, and I feel like you've learned the lessons and now you're moving forward. Tower. So something could happen that's quite unexpected. The Tower is about like usually about a bit of chaos, kind of like feeling like the ground's shaking from under your feet because something happens that's so unexpected that you didn't like see this coming type of thing. The Tower is also about needing to let go your ego in some way. There has to be a death of an ego, basically. And the Tower happens when we sit still for too long. So maybe the Tower is here to kind of make you move in some way. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is about you feeling like kind of guarded, building up your walls, a little bit defensive, but also like a bit tired, like you've been battered and bruised and you're tired, but also this is a reminder to keep going, to persevere through this, because the 9 is nearly at the 10 and that's almost over basically. So maybe you do need to keep going with something, but like try to also take your rest. Then we have the Four of Cups in your 3D world. I just want to have another sip of tea, sorry Scorpio. So Four of Cups is in your 3D world, and the Four of Cups is about someone feeling bored. So this could be you feeling bored or feeling like you're missing opportunities or missing out in some way. You could be maybe too focused on other things that are happening in your day-to-day life that you're not able, and I did say this is all about like your day-to-day life, like most of it, right? Because there's not much major arcana here. That you focus on the day-to-day tasks that you literally don't see an offer that's being presented to you, and you're kind of like ignoring it, and I feel like you're missing this opportunity because you're just not seeing it. So maybe just kind of be present in the moment. You, like I said, you could be just very dissatisfied and bored with where you're at in life right now, and that's okay. You know, you can keep going type of thing the way that you have been, or you can start looking for the opportunities that are all around you. So maybe that's a sign to do that. Five of Swords is in your emotions, your relationships, your connections, that type of thing, and platonic or romantic. But the Five of Swords is like feeling a lot of mental angst. you could be also having an argument with someone else where there's a clear winner and a clear loser type of thing. But again, the Five of Swords is about egos clashing. So it's like someone needs to drop the ego, because otherwise one person's going to feel like this, like stressed out and upset and all of that stuff. And another person's going to feel like this, like, yes, I've won. Like, haha, you know? It's kind of like a very selfish energy. But whoever this is, it's both of you needing to kind of agree to disagree, because both of your egos are getting in the way. Maybe that's what needs to happen here, because this new romantic cycle needs to begin with you and your person, but that can't happen if you guys are like letting your egos constantly go at each other, basically. King of Swords is in your thoughts. So this is a person, again, any of the people in the readings could either be you or someone that you're dealing with, but I'm going to say what the King of Swords, what their traits are, and you can kind of put that where it resonates for you, because it's a general reading. It's hard for me to kind of say for each person who this is in your life or if this is you. So King of Swords is someone who is like very logical, someone who's very analytical, someone who would make decisions as well with his head over his heart, someone who is like, they kind of, if it doesn't make sense, then it's not going, then they're not going to do it, basically. So maybe this is in your thoughts. So maybe you're trying to make sense of things and being like, well, why does this person want to do it that way? And maybe it is something that you need to look at and look at things from a different perspective. But the King of Swords is also about communicating. So there is some sort of communication that you're thinking about having, like a mature conversation, so that you guys can have some sort of clarity. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is about, firstly, it's in your goals and your desires and that type of thing. But the Two of Pentacles is about feeling like you're juggling a bit too much at the moment, feeling like you've got too much on your plate, like you need a break. It's also about maybe weighing your options, pros and cons, about trying to make some sort of decision. So with the Two of Pentacles, there could be a decision at play here, and you just kind of need to think about the situation. I do notice as well, like, it's kind of like the Two Pentacles are like, one is kind of like what I perceive to be the sun, and the other is what I perceive to be just like a material object, like a handbag. So it's kind of like one is clearly better than the other, but what is your view on that type of thing? So let's get some clarifiers for you, Scorpio. So, what's the Knight of Wands? We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So basically this could either be money struggles. Yeah, definitely, with the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck there, which is over there. So it's either money struggles to do with like traveling or having fun or having a good time type of thing. Or like even like about passion versus business type of thing, like how do you're not connecting on the two of them. Or it could be about like dealing with someone who's very kind of like non-committal, someone who's not ready to settle down, someone who's more looking for fun, and that's making you feel kind of like left out in the cold or feeling like rejected in some way. So what is the Four of Cups? The Eight of Wands. So the Four of Cups and the Eight of Wands is basically about, this is like all these opportunities that are right there in front of you. Things are gaining momentum, things are picking up speed. You just kind of need to be ready to kind of to be open to these opportunities, and things will happen quite quickly. You might have communication about this quite soon as well. Knight of Wands, about something that you're quite passionate or desiring. If this is a relationship, it's maybe that someone who has been kind of like hot and cold in your life, or someone who's been like that fun person but non-committal, could be like in a place where they kind of, they're just not seeing what you have to offer here, and what you have to offer is like a whole rainbow. And they're just too focused on these empty cups or whatever, or staring out into the distance. But you might get communication from them this week then, with this person. Okay, so what's the Five of Swords? Okay, so we have Ten of Wands in the reverse. So it's about basically, you could be, you or your person or whoever this is could be very focused on work at the moment, right? And work is kind of like stressing them out, but then there's all these other tasks as well that's also stressing them out. And it could be you as well, like maybe there's just too much to do and you're feeling very overwhelmed, overburdened, all of that stuff. It's basically saying that if you kind of drop the ego and kind of maybe you need to ask for help in some way, then the Ten of Wands goes away. Then you can drop the Ten of Wands, you can drop these burdens and move forward. You're feeling a little bit burnt out because look, if you ask for help that you need, or you're going to get some sort of help, then you will be able to receive what other people are giving you in some way. But you do need to actually ask if you need it, type of thing, and that will help you in this circumstance. There will be like equal give and take between you and another person, and that might help the situation. So what's the King of Swords? We have Death. Okay, so you are, and then Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You could be feeling, if this is about a different person in your life, right? It could be an ex, someone that's kind of like hurt you, that you're thinking about next week for some reason, or like someone that you maybe divorced or something like that. A situation that has ended between the two of you basically, and you're thinking about that, and you're trying to like make logic of the situation, of how it ended, why it happened, why there was this heartbreak, you know, that type of thing. Otherwise, it could also be about, if the King of Swords is you, basically you wanting to think clearly and end some sort of lack of communication about things that are like, the lack of the communication maybe hurts you in some way, or you want to basically be able to kind of like stop hiding how you're feeling, or stop hiding, like expressing how you're feeling is what I'm trying to say. So what's the Two of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles in the reverse. You need to make this decision by yourself. You could have too many people like trying to give you their opinions, and this is a decision that you have to think about yourself basically. Like you don't have people around there being able to kind of help you in some way. Maybe you also feel like you don't have the skills that you need in order to kind of make this choice, but you do have the skills. I think you just have a very kind of like negative mentality at the moment, maybe surrounding this decision or yourself or something like that, and you're focused on the 3 cups that you don't have, where you still do have 2 cups. So it's saying that you do need to focus on letting go of whatever's happened in the past in the situation, and focus on what you do still have to offer and move forward that way, and that could help you make the decision. The Nine of Wands, what is the Nine of Wands? The Star. So, sorry, I just have to hide this for the naked lady. So with the Star and the Nine of Wands, it's basically saying like keep the optimism about the situation, even if you are feeling drained and tired and guarded and hurt and all of that stuff. Like stay optimistic, because your wish fulfillment will come, but you have to keep that positive energy. And also there could be a lot of healing in this situation as well. So you could be in a position where you're going to go through a nice healing journey. If this is about a person, it's a very spiritual connection, but it is going to help you move forward in some way. Again, there's that Chariot, very synchronistic, because that's what's coming next. You see, like, the things that you don't see coming is like you will be moving forward. You will be either traveling or moving on, or just overcoming any sort of obstacles in your way. Like I said, kind of like smashing straight through them and being successful in whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay, so let me just have a sip of tea. Okay, so we'll move on to if this is about love. So what does Scorpio need to know? We have pain, apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. So bottom of the deck, we have conflicted, decisions, hot and cold, and multiple choices. So this is basically about how your person feels. Like they may be just cautious to kind of talk to you about something because they don't want to have an argument because it causes them pain in some way, and they're very conflicted about something because maybe there's too many decisions to think about, or there's like a hot and cold energy maybe from your side. Is what this is just how they're viewing the situation. And they feel like there's just too many choices here, basically. So how are you feeling with your person? Trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. You feel like you can't move in some way, you can't do anything, like you just don't, like you can't do anything else. Then we have chasing, pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. So it's like you constantly having to run after this person in some way, and you're feeling like stuck, basically. Or you could be feeling like maybe they're chasing you the whole time and you're like, I can't, I'm like stuck. How do I get out of the situation? But I more feel it's the first one, that basically it's like you're kind of constantly having to chase this person for something, whether that's love or whether that's an answer or whether that's like something. You're resilient to this, like you keep doing it over and over again. And that's what's making you feel trapped in some way. What's the outcome between these two? Okay, that's not great. Hopeless, sinking in despair, falling apart. So, and then bottom of the deck, we do have open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So I do feel like maybe there is like, if you're in a happy, healthy relationship, obviously take this only how it resonates. Like don't force something that doesn't fit. And same if you're not in a relationship, you know. But it could just be like this person is feeling like, I would say in different ways for each situation. So if you're in a relationship, this person, maybe you guys have had like some sort of conflict and an argument in some way, and they're feeling like kind of hopeless, like they can't do anything about the situation. They're kind of like sick of the arguments. They don't know, like it really like gets to them. But I feel like if there's some sort of like, you guys will be open with each other and vulnerable, and you know, if you are vulnerable, it will be receptive and you guys will empathize with each other, and that will kind of help each other move forward, right? If you are single and there's someone on your mind, maybe you guys are getting into an argument or having some sort of like difference of values or difference, like some sort of ego battle here type of thing, where both of you are feeling a bit, like I said, hopeless. And again, you guys just need to be vulnerable with each other and open up to each other. It will be received well. If you are looking at an ex, then it's like kind of like you guys feel like this is done, like how do you even come back from that? And it's saying like you guys just need to open up with each other and be vulnerable with each other as well, because either you could get closure or you could maybe rekindle. But whatever it is just do things by the book, like take the normal rules of a situation basically and follow them. So let's get some romance angels for Scorpio. Okay, and we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I did say that with an ex, maybe is like coming back in some way, but I do more feel like this could be about some sort of fight with maybe a current person or an ex, or a something along those lines. You've had some sort of argument with someone that on a romantic level, and basically you guys are going to make up in some way. Okay, so what else? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe you guys need to spend some time apart from each other before doing that. But you see how in the card they are together walking away, and it kind of looks like she's in a wedding dress and he's in a suit. So maybe they're going on like a little retreat together, like a honeymoon type of vibe, spending some time alone without other people around. So maybe that's what you need to do. Date night or something. What else? Ooh, deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. So someone could be deceiving you, you could be deceiving them. Deception doesn't need to be like full-on cheating. It could possibly be, but it's about someone not telling the truth about something in the situation. And then we do have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Okay, let's get some messages from a person. This is usually for people in separation, but take it how it resonates with you. So for Scorpio, what would Scorpio's person say without holding anything back? We both know that I'm not the one for you. Okay. What else for Scorpio? Maybe they feel like they're not good enough in some way. I wish I could share my good news with you. Probably if you're not speaking at the moment, like they just want to tell you what's going on. What else? I want to tell you how I feel. Yeah, definitely someone who's not talking. And then we have, I hope that you can forgive me one day. So Scorpio, I hope that resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.